Transmission.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Open Eyes Network News. In this video, I wanted to speak about a personal Mandela Effect experience that I've had. Now, I've been asked a lot of questions about the Mandela Effect. I've had a lot of extensive experience into research regarding the Mandela Effect, as well as personal experiences with the Mandela Effect. And because of that, I guess I feel that I'm qualified to be able to speak about what the Mandela Effect is all about, what the involvement is, maybe even giving a couple of ideas as to what the cause of the Mandela Effect is. And I'll get to those in later videos. But I wanted to go into a specific personal experience that I've had with the Mandela Effect in this video and see what you guys think, see what you guys have experienced yourselves. It's a very weird one, but again, this one is very personal to me. So some years ago, I can look right back in my memory and see this exact series of events occur. And there's not really a way to say, no, I didn't experience this because, well, you guys don't have my memories. But there are those that are out there that have had a similar experience with this. And it's a weird one. It really is. So some years back, during the 1990s, Billy Graham, who is basically America's preacher. I mean, pretty much everybody out there has heard of Billy Graham, has had some kind of experience with listening to Billy Graham or just even hearing about him over the years. So in the 1990s, and I remember this very specifically, I mean, very vividly and detailed, he passed away. He died, and when he died, they put on a state funeral for him. There were past presidents that were still living. There was the current president, all came to the funeral. There were heads of state that came to the funeral. There were celebrities that came to the funeral. The funeral itself was broadcast on ABC TV. I remember sitting and watching the funeral as it was happening. And I remember it so specifically because as I was watching the funeral, my mother was sitting next to me on the couch watching the funeral as well. She and my father adored Billy Graham. They loved the guy. They loved everything about him. They watched everything that he did. They were just fascinated by his preaching. So my mother grieved when he died. She mourned his loss. We watched the funeral together, and as I'm sitting there on the couch watching this funeral, she's sitting next to me crying. The funeral went on. After it was over, she still remained in mourning, crying over this person who had passed away. I remember as well that after his death, the Billy Graham Foundation was taken over by his son, and the board of directors was standing against the idea because of personal issues that he had had in his past. So the board of directors was basically arguing against his son taking over the ministry, but he did anyways. Now, again, I know I'm not the only one to have experienced this. I know that I'm not the only one to have this memory, but in this current reality that we live in, Billy Graham is still alive and still actually once in a great while going out and preaching in his 90s. So how is it that I can remember such specific details about his funeral taking place, even to the point of remembering what channel on the TV it was on? I'll kind of add in this as well as a bit of a proof point as far as my memory is concerned with this. Again, my mother was sitting next to me crying when this happens. And I don't know about you, but I've always had the understanding that you don't forget the times that your mother cries, especially when she's grieving for something. When you're there with her, that's something that is indelibly etched into your memory when your mother cries. So I sat there with her, consoling her as she was mourning this person's death, as we were watching the funeral on TV. So again, how is it that I remember such a specific thing to that amount of detail, and then try to have people turn around and claim I'm misremembering things? You don't misremember when your mother cries. You don't misremember when your mother grieves as she's watching a funeral on TV. That is not something that you just misremember. So please don't comment that I'm misremembering things here. This is not a tainted memory of any kind. This is a specific memory of a very personal experience that happened with me and my family. No one can dissuade me of it. But what does this mean? What does the Mandela effect mean? What does this kind of a situation mean? Am I from a different world or a different reality where Billy Graham did pass away, and in this reality he's alive? Did the timelines change? We'll get into that kind of question and answer later on in other videos, but I just wanted to come out with this specific personal experience of mine. And I'll make some more videos of other personal experiences that I've had with the Mandela Effect as well. They're very powerful. Hopefully you guys will tune in. Subscribe to the channel. You guys can get all of the newest videos. We put out new content every day. If you want to listen to us live, we air Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at youtube.com/C/Open Eyes Network. You can also hear our audio streams at lnmradionetwork.com or openeyesnetwork.com. Openeyesnetwork.com is my specific personal web page. We have all of the archives of all of our shows available right there for you guys to listen to for free. And we will also be posting some of them up onto YouTube, some of kind of the best of the best, shows that we've done over the years. I guess until next time, keep safe out there and have fun, and stay tuned. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. And give this a like, give it a share. Let's see what other people out there think. And we'll talk to you again next time.